Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the first of 3 OSFL Cup games going down right now. You will be joined by Ron Ferwerda and Bruno DeSando. Ron Ferwerda will be back here shortly. Adam Melrose with you for the short term here. We've got the Burlington Stampeders against the Myers Riders lining up right now for O Canada, and we'll be with you right after the anthem. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Melrose with you until Ron returns, joined by Bruno DeSando. Bruno, it's been a beautiful day for football. This is the first of 3 OSFL Cups. This is the U14, and we've got obviously everybody's a visitor right now because we're here in the beautiful forest city of London, Ontario. The Burlington Stampeders, the Myers Riders, 2 powerhouse teams in what is essentially the AAA final. So I'm pretty pumped about this one. Obviously, we'll have Ron joining you here shortly. We only had about a 5-second break between the games, so he'll be back with us shortly here, Bruno. But welcome to the broadcast, and I think a great afternoon for football right now.
Agreed. The sun is shining. You know, the weather forecast didn't look great this morning, but it's all clear right now, and I know that this is going to be a great game. These 2 teams like to hit. It's going to be a very physical football game, and I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, these guys have been warming up in the far fields. If you've never been to UWO before, there's some great fields on either side of us right now where we've got, obviously these guys have been warming up, but they've been warming up for like an hour and a half right now. So hopefully out in that heat isn't too much of a big deal, but we got a big return now from, I didn't get a number, but he might actually break this. No, it looks like number 5. Bruno, I think you've got the rosters. Nope, that's number 8 for the Myers Riders.
For the Myers Riders is Vaughn Tyson.
Long with a beautiful little return there. He's going to bring it up to about the 54, and we'll have a first down and see what the Myers are all about here, Bruno, for sure.
Absolutely. I know you were talking about them working out before the game, and, ideally their coaches would have told them, just like you and I would have told our players and have been telling our players, hydration starts yesterday.
Yes.
So they should be drinking water all day, yesterday and today, to be prepared for the heat today.
Absolutely. So what do we have here? Double tight end
Looks
set.
Looks like we're double tight.
Full house.
Yeah, full house
Stacked
in the backfield.
Up. All sorts of motion from number 8. We're going to hand this one off to number 21. Who's going to just get stuffed by number 51. So number 21 on the carry, number 51 on the tackle from Burlington. And wow, this defense is firing right away.
That was a blitz by number 51, Joyce Cole, a linebacker. Came right through the line there to make the tackle in the backfield.
Sometimes it's about just getting started real early on defense, right? Set that tone right away. Let this offense know, hey, we're here, by the way.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a game today, boys.
Yeah, and they're bringing a lot of pressure. It looks like.
Absolutely. So all sorts of motion going on here, and we're gonna go for the
deep
shot right away.
Wow, he was open down the sideline.
So that's number 11 for the Riders. Looked like, what do you think? Overthrown, underran the route, a little bit of both?
A little miscommunication between the QB and the receiver. The number 11 is Tanner Hudson Ward.
Well, while we're waiting for this to get reset, let's talk about one of our first sponsors for this quarter. Sponsored by the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills proudly support Football Ontario and Team Ontario and want to wish all the players competing in this weekend good luck. For more information on the Buffalo Bills youth football outreach programs, please visit buffalobills.com/community. Here we go. 3 to the field here. With one in motion, little
high
screen.
Snap. Fumble and recovered by the Stampeders.
I'm telling you, this Stampeders defense is scary. You see this guy coming right off the edge. Does a great job. That's the tackle, actually. Gets great penetration. You know, it's a passing down as the D lineman. Our job is now quarterback. He's right through that B gap, right to it, right where it needs to be. As a defensive coach, Bruno, I'm pretty happy guy right now.
Yeah. As an offensive coach, I'm sure that they'll be talking to the O-line on that one. The D-line for Burlington looks ferocious today.
Absolutely. Getting set. Here we go. First down. First time we'll get to see the Burlington offense. We're going to get a handoff up the middle. He's going to break this out to the bottom of your screen.
Bounces it outside. He's got some room.
Yeah, and number 54 and 52 from the Riders doing the job on shutting this one down.
Those are 2 linebackers, Kingston Kumar and Braden Todorov.
Nice. So before getting driven back, gets about 3 yards, bringing up 2nd and 7. Not a bad start. We are 3 down ball now. Oh, no. I think we're 4 down, right? Because we're at U14.
4 down, U14, yeah.
That's all right. We'll keep this going. So we just need a couple more of those for a first, and let's see what they come out here with on 2nd and 7.
2x2 on the offense.
Here we go. 2 looking like swagging to the line. 2 backs in the backfield. We're going to hand this one off. We're going to pull it and keep it ourselves, and we're going to go down to about the 45. Should bring up about a 3rd and 2.5, 3rd and 3.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So why? Explain to the folks at home here. Why did he pull that one, Bruno?
It looks like, if I can see on the screen here, it looks like the end may have bit on the play fake. Scraped down inside, so he pulled it outside to get around him.
Gotcha. So essentially, defensive guys out there, if you're playing DN, most times your job is contain, and you blew it. But he thought, obviously, they faked it real well here. So back into this 2x2 with the tight end.
Receiver coming across the formation. An extra blocker there. Big hit. I don't know if he's got it, Adam.
Yeah, it looks like from this angle, tough, maybe a half a yard, so maybe 4th and like inches at this point. Looks like number, was it 53 or 33 on the tackle?
Yeah,
Huge hit.
The wide receiver came across the formation for an extra blocker. Woo. Made a good block, but
one of those things on that tackle too, real high. Had that guy been just a little like pad level lower, I think that might have been our first injury time out of the day, Bruno.
Yeah.
So 4th and inches. We're at about the 32. Assuming we're probably going to see a nice big run up the middle, but we'll see what they got in their bag of tricks here, Bruno.
Under center.
Yep. Big man, 24.
Middle, yep.
Oh, he might break this too.
Looks like he's going. There's a flag down on the field.
Interesting to see what that call is going to be. Nice run for big number 24. Obviously, they were just looking for a first down. Got that plus, 19 more yards.
Yeah, usually when you see a flag in the backfield like that, it's going to be on the defense. Maybe it's a horse collar tackle. It didn't look like one to me, but.
Can we get that replay one more time, please? Thank you. So, bust the middle. Gets out a little bit. 33's in trail.
Right here.
So, I don't know. Looks just like a really clean back tackle, but you're right. It did come out. Maybe the initial grab, but he didn't change direction. So,
face mask.
Face mask. Oh, okay. On the running. On that fullback, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Which we don't see from the angle on the film. Okay.
Maybe in a stiff arm.
So still first down, but we're going to back it up 15 from the point of the foul.
That's right. We'll back up. Yeah, it'll be backed up 15 from the point and from the end of the play, and still first down because the penalty was after yards gained.
All right, all sorts of motion towards the bottom of your screen or the field. Snap's good, and we're going to get this one away. He's looking downfield, and he's got a man, almost picked off by number 83. And we're seeing Mr. Ron Forward emerging here at some point. But yeah, so no good. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 here.
A lot of time. The QB had a lot of time to throw the ball on that one, and it looks like the receivers were just covered, and he might have thrown it away.
Absolutely. So coming up here, 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. Burlington knocking on the door, but they got a bit of room and a little work to do first. But both defenses really firing off beautifully right now, Bruno. So I know Coach Ronnie, who we're going to hear from here shortly.
3-by-2 to the field. Quarterback's in shotgun. Drops back for the pass, and it's a slant right over the middle.
Number 24, the intended receiver. Just the pass was a little low, looked a little rushed. Obviously, that D-line coming flying. But we'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah. Pass was just a little low there.
Thank you, Coach Melrose, for substituting for me. Had a 15-minute break in between the games. It's a long walk to the washrooms from up here, kids. Okay.
Welcome, Ron.
Bruno, how the heck are you?
Not too bad. Great day for football. Adam and I were talking
Fantastic
about
day.
it.
Intercepted! This could be a house call here, Bruno. Number 23 for Myers with the interception.
That was Garland-C Riviere.
Riviere with the interception, steps in front of it here. We're going to get this on a replay here. Sorry if I sound a little winded. I kind of am. I'm old and I'm fat and it's hot.
That's all right, Ron. It's a long way up those stairs to get to this press box.
Getting up to the stairs, to the bottom of the stairs, no problem.
Yeah.
Coming up the 30 flights of stairs,
That's right. That's right.
a little bit of a problem.
Yes. You know, it's funny to see. You're first and 10 from the 25, going into the end zone in 3 straight passes. You don't see that very often, especially in Bantam football.
Myers likes to spread the ball around from what I've heard. They want to hit these shorts. They want to hit these short flats things. This is what we kind of talked about yesterday a little bit about Burlington and what we talked about, in the previous games. These guys pride themselves on defense, and they were physical.
Yeah.
They are a physical football team. They like to bring the heat. They like to bring the lumber, and they're not afraid to hit you here.
Yeah, the hitch pass was caught by number 23 for the Myers there, tackled for a loss. We got 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13, tight end to the boundary, I formation, so it was a 3-by-1 look, inside handoff, just basically like an off-tackle run. Good gain on the play of about 7 yards there, Bruno. What did you see?
Looks like it was a power. I was looking to see for the line if they had pulled their tackle or guard. It could have just been, looks like a potential ISO play there to the edge. Some great blocking for a 7-yard gain.
Myers is notorious for running that zone like 15 years ago when zone was kind of an unknown thing. They were running a lot of it. But Myers, double tight end set here, full house backfield, inside handoff to number 21. Met in the backfield right away by number 51, I believe it is, for Burlington. The linebacker stepping up and doing a great job of that.
Looks like we're at 4th and 4 here now. So it's a decision here. Looks like the Myers Raiders are going to be punting the football.
Yeah, you've got the wind at your back right now. It's early. The ball is pretty deep in your end. You can flip the field here with a decent punt with the wind at your back. I think this is absolutely the right decision to make here. Myers lining up.
I agree with you, Ron. I mean, just like we were talking about, these two teams pride themselves on their defense. Time to punt the ball away and let your defense make some plays so your offense can get back out there.
Number 14's onside behind the punter, so he does not have to give the 5 yards. The punt is away. Good high punt, traveling all over the head. Gathered up at the 22-yard line, reversing against the field. Steps back and cuts back in towards the middle of the field. Number 2 makes the second man miss. Brought down at the 30-yard line. I'm going to say the 20-yard line by a corral of Burlington Stampeders.
Yeah, the coverage on that punt was excellent. They got right down there.
Correction, it was a corral of Myers Riders who actually made it. These teams are both red and black, okay? So the difference I'm going to be pointing out is the black helmets for Myers, the white helmets for Burlington. And again, First down, 3:54 left, first quarter. No score. AAA Bantam action here at the OSFL Ontario Summer Cup.
So, yeah, it looks like they took over right around the 30-yard line.
Outside handoff to the running back, straight ahead, 21.
Nice spin move.
Good
Looks like he
spin
might
move. He's
break
got
it.
the second level, beyond midfield. Brought down about the 52-yard line by Myers. Great run on first down.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the second effort, right? It looks like he might have been stopped initially. Great spin move to get an extra 6 or 7 yards on that play.
And running after contact, he was able to drive his legs down there, keep his legs going. 1st and 10, Stampeders, that power run game that we heard so much about. Double tight end set as well. So 2x2 with 2 running backs, tight end in the blitz the inside linebacker, handoff to the fullback, number 24, makes the first man miss, rumbles forward for a gain of about 5 yards after contact. Second down, Stamps. We thank you very much for joining us here on Junior Mustangs Television. This is the Bantam AAA Championship game of the OSFL. The Burlington Stampeders, red jerseys, black pants, versus the Myers Riders, all the way from Ottawa. White jerseys, black pants, black helmets. Second down and about 4 to go here. Burlington, 1 tight end to the far side of the field, 2 receivers. This time they motion 3 to the boundary, 1 to the field with the tight end. Flags on the play. Have they blown the whistle? They haven't blown the whistle yet on this.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't know what they were doing. The whistle hadn't gone.
Well, the
Flag
whistle
was
went
down.
now, so let's see what the call is. I believe you've got, I think this is going to be against Myers here, Bruno.
Yeah, it looks like, if we can get the replay, it looks like the defensive lineman for Myers was a little bit offside. Hence the flag and no whistle.
Offside called against the Myers Riders. Going to move it up 5 yards. That's going to be enough for a Burlington first down. But, to our point on that, what you have to do is the offense, if the offense moves early, they're going to blow it dead, pretty much instantaneously. On the defensive side of the ball, you're allowed to get back. But the offense has the ability to continue the play. They can decline the penalty and take the play on positive yards. Everyone kind of froze there a little bit.
Yeah,
I blame that on the age group more than anything.
Agreed. The center did a good job of snapping the ball when the D lineman crossed the plane, but for some reason the quarterback stopped. It would have been a great time to take a shot.
2x2 look with the tight end on the left. Inside handoff to the right here. Met in the backfield. Number 21 makes the first man miss. Spins away. Gain of a couple on the play. That's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they were trying to go inside there. The hole was closed up, so the running back was number 21, Thomas Leo. Looks like he bounced it outside to be met by a Ryers defensive player.
Leo's been the main ball carrier so far, along with number 24 for the Burlington Stampeders. Good physical linebacking core here by Myers. Very athletic-looking group. It's our first time seeing Myers this year. Burlington, we're a little familiar with. They're a physical team. They like to play that tight end. So tight end to the top, to the bottom, to the boundary of the field.
Looks like it's a 2x1 to the field.
So this time they motion 2x2, almost a 3x2 look. Huge
Toss
block by
to
the
the
fullback right at the point of attack. Good job coming across by the linebacker. I believe that was number 98, the defensive lineman coming across to make the tackle. But a good gain of about 5 yards on the play. That brings up third down and short.
Yeah, it looks like the tackle was made by outside linebacker, actually, Maxime St. Pierre for the Riders.
St. Pierre scraping all the way across from the field side, his outside linebacker position from the field side coming all the way across. This team tracks really, really well. As we've got an injured player down here, it
looks like it's number 21, Thomas Leo, the running back.
Yeah, that's unfortunately. He's had a couple really good, powerful runs in here. As we're going to have a third down and 3. Bruno, you've watched a lot of football this weekend. First of all, Coach Bruno DeSando, thank you very much for joining us. Throughout the introductions, my name is Ron Ferwerda. We'll be the ones bringing you this Bantam Championship today. We have 30 seconds left in the first quarter. I know it was a quick kind of start in between the last games. Bruno, what have you seen this weekend? You watch a lot of football here this weekend. What have you seen? What have you noticed about the games so far?
I mean, that's the great thing about championship weekend, Ron. You get a lot of great football games. I know the game before us was the highest scoring game of the weekend. You know, great plays offensively in that game. You know, we're at the end of the first quarter here, and it's 0-0. So you got two great defenses that are showing up. So that's the great thing about championship weekend is, you know, teams aren't specifically focused on offense and defense, and you get to see a lot of everything.
Tight end to the top of the field, receiver down to the bottom of the field. Now it motions into a 2-by-2 set. Flags on the play. Quick screen pass to number 24. Met right away by number 30 for the Myers Riders. But I think you're going to have Myers offside here again.
Looks like they're going to be up. There it is. Offside on the defense. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. That'll give enough for a first down for Burlington.
Yeah, 5-yard penalty here enforced against the Myers Riders. That will be enough for a Burlington Stampeder first down. And again, ball is placed at the 30-yard line. If there's a wind, Burlington is going into it, and the wind is gusty. It's not a very cool breeze, as sitting up in the metal box, as we like to call it.
That's right.
Here at Alumni Field in the beautiful city of London, Ontario. Shotgun formation, tight end to the top of the field, motion down.
3-by-1.
Motion to 3-by-1. Two backs in the field. Ball delivered out to the flats.
Completed.
Caught.
Still going. He's still up.
Number 84, I believe, the completion down to about the 22-yard line. Good gain of about 6 or 7 yards on that, depending on the spot. Gain of 7 on the play, second down, and that is the end of our first quarter. No score here in the very beginning of the OSFL AAA Bantam Championships. And this quarter will be brought to you by Momentum Fundraising. Momentum brings over 20 years of fundraising experience as the #1 athletic fundraising company in Canada. The organization is powered by the new and innovative Money Dolly app. Money Dolly is a fundraising app utilized by thousands of organizations in North America through which they can raise over $10 million have been raised. Engineered by fundraising professionals, the app is designed to make the entire fundraising process easy for teams, players, and parents.
Start of the second quarter. Second and about 3, Ron, it looks like. Motion to 3 to the field on the toss to number 32. Gets outside and he's got enough for the first down.
Okay, what I'm noticing about Myers so far is they're really, really rallying well to the ball. Their linebackers are gathering really quick. Bruno, how do you counter a defense that really goes hard tracking the ball?
I mean, realistically, as an offensive coordinator, you have to look at how the linebackers are tracking when you motion. And you're going to have to make adjustments to how they track. So you've got numbers. If you're tracking outside, then you've got numbers inside. And if they're staying put, then you've got numbers outside. And you just got to make adjustments.
Big number 24 straight ahead, short gain on the play. That's going to bring up a third down, and I'm going to say about 7 here. Just a straight inside handoff. Basically, no gain is what they're marking it as. So we're going to have a third and about 8 here. Where's it?
Second down. Yeah,
second down and 8. Sorry, I thought the toss was on the first down play. So second down and 8 here.
Lining up in a 2-by-2, single running back.
Tight end on the field side, motion across to 3-by-2 with an ace backfield. Inside handoff, here you go. Number 21 hits the seam down to the 15-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play. That's going to bring up a third down and about 4, Bruno.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was talking about there, Ron. If you notice, they motioned their receiver to the boundary. The linebacker tracked over, and they ran to the opposite side of the field.
Burlington likes to play big boy personnel. They like to play with that tight end. They like to play with that fullback. Not really a traditional Canadian offense that you're seeing out of there, but very effective. Tight end to the top of the field, fullback and tailback in the backfield, 2 receivers. No tight end this time, my apologies. 2x2 set. Pass is intended for number 2, knocked away by the Myers Riders. That's going to bring up 4th down.
And that was a great play call. They're getting a lot of pressure from the linebackers, so a quick slant over the middle is a great play call, especially that close to the end zone, and it was just tipped.
Field goal at this point, Bruno. 9:49 left to go in the half here. No score.
I would go for a field goal in this situation myself. Points are points. Looks like they're doing the same.
Number 1 for Burlington. Braun is the kicker. Hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. 9:37 left to go. First half. Stampeders strike first. 3 for Burlington. No score, Myers. And we're going to have that touchdown presented to us by the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are proud sponsor of Football Ontario and Team Ontario and want to wish all players competing this weekend good luck. For more information on the Buffalo Bills Youth Outreach Program, please visit buffalobills.com/community.
That was a good decision, in my opinion, Ron, to go for the 3 points there.
Yeah, absolutely there. That's the right decision. The wind's at your back, Bruno, as well.
Yeah.
You've prided yourself in defense all year. You want to play the field position game as well. You're going to force Burlington to kick. Let's see what Myers has got back in the tank for the return here. A couple big returners back there. Ball is driven down, picked up, bounces over the head at the 20-yard line. Picked up about the 9-yard line, tracking back to the field. A lot of red jerseys there. Brought down inside the 10, about the 9. I'm going to say, is that number 21? 21 with the tackle. 21 or 51. I can't quite tell the number. That's number 51 with the tackle, Bruno.
That's Cole Joyce. He's a linebacker. That was great coverage for the kickoff team for Burlington on that play.
You're playing the wind at that point. You're clearly playing the wind. Does a good job. The ball bounced. We always tell our returners, attack the ball in the air, get it in the air, because every time it hits the ground, it's going to cost you 15 yards. That ball bounced about the 20. You're possessing it at the 9, Yeah,
it was a little squib kick. Looked like it was going to be short. Ended up getting a lot of distance after that bounce.
Myers Riders, 3 running backs in the backfield. Jet sweep handoff to number 14. Met in the backfield, makes the first man miss. Second man miss, breaks it out over the 15-yard line down to about the 17. Nice little counter jet action by the Myers Riders.
Yeah, it looks like they motioned to that side of the field, faked to the first ball carrier, and then handed the ball off, and there was some good blocking. Almost wrapped up in the backfield, and that's what we tell our young defensive players, right? You've got to wrap up, and looks like he tried to grab for some jersey, and then the running back ended up getting loose.
Thank you very much for joining us here on Junior Mustang Television. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like for more great local action. That is caught by number 11 down to the 41-yard line. Nice high pass. This is an advantage that Myers does have here. They have length at the receiver position, and that is something that I think you will see them take advantage of as this game goes along.
Absolutely. The quarterback threw that ball up. It hung up in the air a little while, throwing into the wind. And number 11, Tanner Hudson Ward, went up over top to get the completion.
So you also have, after the play, a personal foul call, an objectionable conduct call. So we're going to move it up 15 yards after the reception, and the ball is going to be beyond midfield, placed at the 54-yard line of Burlington. So you had them on the 14-yard line with the completion. That's a 35-yard swing and field position.
Yeah, I mean, those are the things that we talk about as coaches, about discipline. You got to be disciplined. It was a great completion, and then you add 15 at the end.
In the pistol formation, 2 backs in the back as well. Quarterback steps up and scrambles and met right away by a herd of Stampeders, led by, we said his name before, number 51 for the Burlington Stampeders.
That's Cole Joyce.
Cole Joyce is having himself a game in this series alone. big sack there and the play on special teams. Let's see if they can continue this as the game goes on. 2nd and about 15 here for the Myers Riders. 8 minutes left to go in the second quarter. 3-0 Stampeders. 4 receivers to the top of the field. Motion one in. Looking for a little slant play. He's got something right open in the middle. Just fell short. Big pressure by number 92, I believe it was, for Burlington, was bringing the heat.
Henry Downey.
Henry Downey was bringing it, and it's, what's that? Is that Milto?
Yeah, that's Milito.
Milito is the quarterback for Myers. Tried to step up into that pass, but a ferocious rush. Pass was just a little bit short, incomplete. And here we go. 4-by-1 set. One receiver to the top of the field, 4 to the bottom. Blitz coming. Little step off screen. Completed to number 11. Makes the first man miss. Makes the second man miss. Pushed out of bounds. About the 51-yard line. So we're going to get some of those yards back after the sack. But that's going to bring up about a 4th down and about 5 here.
Looks like Myers is going to be punting here.
Yeah, I think you have to play the field position game at this point, Bruno. You know, I think personally it was great to see all those teams going for it Fridays and Saturdays. I think you're going to see a much more conservative approach here as these games go on. You're going to see a lot more special teams. Special teams is such a huge factor in this game. Another factor that goes into this, Bantam, we talked about it earlier, plays 4-down football. All the others play 3-down. Ball is picked up at the 28-yard line. Going against the grain, makes the first man miss, makes the second man miss. He's got the edge down to the 40, down to the 50. He's got one man to beat. Pushed out of bounds by number 54, Myers Riders. But that's going to take the ball down to the 42-yard line. First down, Stampeders.
You watch the replay. This return was set up by the block by the other returner for Burlington. Great
right
block.
There. It's kind of a pedestrian block. He was coming towards the end zone. They didn't call it. You could have possibly called it, but
his head was turned.
Yeah, but great job getting upfield. Really big return momentum swing there, and you flip the field. Now you've played while you punted the ball there. You've done that well while you kicked the field goal. So you're starting to play the field position a little bit better here. Again, tight end to the top of the field.
So we've got 3 receivers to the field.
3-by-1 with 2 running backs. Motion to 4-by-1 to the field. Back to pass, number 15, throws it up. Wide open in the middle, off the fingertips.
Missed the pass.
Number 2 for the Burlington Stampeders, Jackson Madingo, I believe the name is.
Jackson Maggio, it looks like.
Jackson Maggio with the just off the fingertips. Hung it up there, and that might have been one of those instances where the wind just kind of got a little bit more of the ball than you thought.
That's right, yeah. He was in the right position. He had his hands up there. And it looks like he just misread it by a little bit.
Good action so far in this game. Quick moving half as well. 6:30 left to go in the half. 3-0 Stampeders. But the Stampeders, after that big return, are in Myers Riders territory. 2-by-2, motion to 3-by-1. Fullback in there, motion to 4-by-1. Offside here.
Looks like there's a little miscommunication.
This should be a flag here. I don't know why they didn't call it. Myers Riders was clearly offside.
Yeah, and it looks like there was a little miscommunication.
Hold on. He was clearly in the neutral zone.
There's a flag on the field.
Okay.
Down by the 42.
Offside against Myers. I was going to say, come on, guys. That was clear as, I'm old. You can't have something more obvious on that. He was almost beyond the line of scrimmage at that point.
Yeah, and it looks like the Stampeders got lucky on that play. The quarterback either looked to turn the wrong way or the running back went to the wrong side, and there was a miscommunication and ended up in a sack. But thankfully, for them, it was an offside call on the Riders.
Motion to 3-by-1 set. Motion the fullback over on the left, so it's a 4-by-1 set. Handoff inside, just an outside power play to number 21 for Burlington. Drives ahead for, I'm going to say, a gain of about 3 or 4 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2.
Yeah, this power game, this run game has been working well for the Burlington. And, as a coach, you can say you can stick to what's working for you and just keep doing it until they adjust.
I'm going to run the ball behind big number 77 as much as I possibly can for the Burlington Stampeders.
Absolutely.
That is a varsity player playing bantam.
Yeah, he is a big boy.
Tight end, so it's a 3-by-1 set. Fullback over in the boundary. Flag on the play. Time count violation by Burlington. We've seen that a couple times. The officials want you to get the snap off.
Yeah.
If you waste too much time, they're going to call this. They're going to warn you, and then they're going to call it. That time they got called for it.
Especially in this AAA playoff run, you're not going to get any favors from the referees.
Nope.
The time clock is there, so the game can have a good flow and good momentum. And
I have a news flash for you. The officials really don't care which team wins, so there's not a home official or a road official. That's how it works. So a little bit slice of action brings it to 4-by-1 to the field. Counter play to number 21, breaks it off the right-hand edge. Good run
enough
down
for a first down too. Wow,
down to the 32-yard line. That was a great run. That was kind of what I was alluding to when I said to you. I said, how do you get the over pursuing? From the defense, you run a counter play or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's number 21, Thomas Leo. Good to see him back in the game after his injury. And he made a great run on that play. Great read to bounce the ball outside and get enough yards for the first down.
3-by-1 set, motion the fullback to the boundary as well. Number 21,
Leo.
back to Leo. Takes it over to the 20-yard line. Brought down, I'd say, about the 16-yard line, maybe the 17-yard line.
Close to a first down there.
Good chunks of yards, play after play. Coach Bruno, you're an old offensive coach like I am. What's our philosophy? If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
If they can't stop the play, run it till they can stop it, maybe then go to the left.
That's right. I mean, like I said, you keep running. If it's working, you keep doing it until they adjust. And if they don't adjust, then you can eat those yards all day. It looks like it was an 8-yard gain, so we're 2nd and 2. Especially in 4-down football, all you need to gain is 3 yards per carry, and you're getting a first down every drive.
And I believe it was the Myers Riders that called timeout on that.
Yeah, looks like.
So Myers called the timeout, 4:14 left to go in the half, 3-0 here. And after the highest scoring game of the weekend, we got a little bit of a lower defensive struggle here as Burlington leads 3-0.
Yeah, we talked about this before the game. These are two defensively charged teams, and we expect it to be a low-scoring game, and it's turning out that way. I expect that Myers called a timeout here to make some adjustments because, like we had been talking about, they don't really have an answer for that power right now.
So coming out of the timeout, I'm just going to throw this out there real quick. HelloFresh, fuel your future gridiron champion with the easy and delicious meals that you can prepare between practices and games. With HelloFresh, you can take the stress out of meal planning and celebrate cooking like it's a game-winning drive. Get mouth-watering meals featuring high-quality fresh ingredients delivered right to your door. Choose from weekly menu options of 30-plus dinner ideas, plus kid-approved time-saving lunch options. Flag on the play. I believe we're going to have offside against the Stampeders. The receiver on the far side looks like he was beyond the line of scrimmage.
If you look at the replay here, you can see the timeout, a little bit of a game plan from Myers here. They've stacked that boundary side of the field. They've made some adjustments to hopefully counter that power that Burlington's been running.
So they're calling that against Myers offside. Wow.
Yeah, it looked to me
I
like
thought,
they were offside.
No,
on
I
the
thought
offense.
the receiver was offside.
On the waggle.
Yeah, but they're saying the defensive tackle shot the gap and made contact before he crossed the line. So, move it up 5 yards. That's going to be a first down, Stampeders. Ball is at approximately the 13-yard line. Toss play to number 21's got the edge, sticks his foot in the ground, nowhere to go. I'm going to say he's going to be losing about a yard on that. Good job from Myers for coming upfield and stuffing that run.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they called a timeout, making some adjustments, and it was like 2 plays that they would have stuffed in the backfield.
Thank you very much for joining us here in Junior Mustangs Television. This is the Provincial AAA Cup, Burlington and Myers. bantam U14 action happening here at Alumni Field. Inside linebacker blitz, handoff inside to number 24. Linebacker ran right by it, drives down to about, I'm going to say about the 8-yard line at the spot. That's going to bring up a third down. After this game, we have two opponents who are very, very familiar with themselves in the London Junior Mustangs and the Essex Ravens at 4:30 and at 7 o'clock, junior varsity and varsity. Back to pass. This time, Myers brings the heat. Number 83 for the Myers Riders with the sack on the quarterback. Drop him for a loss of about 10 yards. That's going to bring up a fourth down.
That's a defensive end, number 83, Louis Turpin.
Turpin is coming riding off the edge. If we could get that replay up again here, producer Stephanie. Look, untouched off the edge there. You got to do your right tackles. He's not helping your quarterback there at all. Sorry, we call out the offensive linemen when they try to do something good. We will call them out when they do something wrong. You got to flip your hips a little bit better on that. Somebody called a timeout here. I believe this might have been Burlington that called the timeout now.
It looks like. I mean, look, that first timeout called by Myers seems to have worked. They made some adjustments, and we've got a 4th and long here.
Coach Bruno, you are part of the varsity staff. What are you expecting in tonight's heavyweight tilt between between Essex and London?
I'm excited, Ron. I mean, it's going to be a great game. We haven't played each other this year yet. We're both undefeated, and you can bet that both teams are going to be coming out there to play football. It's going to be a great game.
Physical. We talk about this game being a physical brand of football. Kids, if you like physical football, stick around for the next two games because these two teams that are coming up are about to smack each other, and they enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, Ron, you're part of the JV staff coming up next at 4:30. What are your thoughts on that Essex game?
I think Essex is really explosive downfield. I think if we can contain their big plays, we've got a chance in this game.
Yeah, it's going to be a great – both games are going to be great.
So 4th down and about 12 from about the 17-yard line. Burlington's going to go for it.
Kind of funny here, Ron. You know, you'd expect that Burlington to be kicking a field goal at least to tie the score before the half.
Back to pass, throws a flat pattern. It is complete and then dropped right away. Big stick there. He would have been short of the yards to gain by a good 5 yards anyway. Not really a big fan of the play call there, Bruno.
No, like I said, I mean, you're down 3 points. You're in field goal range. You know, I get being aggressive, but right before the half when you're down by 3, as an offensive coordinator, I would be kicking a field goal there.
Yeah, you know, I kind of agree with you, especially with the wind at your back. Your kicker has proved he's got more than enough leg. It's about the same spot as it was the last time. You know, don't understand it, but we got the 3-minute warning, 3-0 Burlington over the Myers Riders. Thank you very much for joining us from Alumni Stadium. First down, toss play out to the field side or the left of Myers and just met in the backfield by a herd of Stampeders.
Yeah,
we talked about these defenses coming down to smack you. These guys are bringing the wood.
Yeah, I mean, looks like a loss of 3-4 yards on that play. And I mean, I guess the thought is from the offensive coordinator for Burlington is, you know, he's got a lot of faith in his defense, and you know, they just proved it right there.
Yeah, you know, and they're running that full house backfield, and when they do that, Burlington seems to be reducing and bringing everybody downhill.
It looks like they're bringing some pressure here now.
This is a fake reverse coming up over the outside. Pass falls incomplete. That's going to bring up a third down.
That's great coverage by the defensive back there, number 7, Jason Smith.
Smith with the coverage out there. 2:21 left to go in the first half. 3-0 Burlington. We thank you very much for joining you on Junior Mustang Television on YouTube. My name is Ron Ferwerda, joined by Coach Bruno DeSando, calling this Bantam AAA Provincial Championship. Pistol formation, back to pass, rolling to his left, little short dump-off pass, complete, not many yards afterwards, pushed out of bounds, I'm going to say about the 18-yard line, and that's going to be well short of the first down.
Yeah, it looks like a gain of 2 here, and I mean, here's why it looks like Burlington didn't call the field goal on that play. You know, they trust their defense. Their defense comes up huge with the 3-and-out here, and Myers is going to have to punt the ball away, and Burlington's getting another shot on offense.
So somebody was just giving me a name correction. I have no idea for which team or what player that they're talking about, but we're in the middle of a stream. Do us a favor. Do you a favor. Don't come up to us because I'm just going to ignore you. Back to punt is the Myers Riders. Ball hangs up. It is caught and bobbled at the 35-yard line. Goes forward. Should have been a no yards call on that. Not sure I see a flag down there. Pretty sure Burlington recovered the ball about the 29-yard line.
There it is. That's a short punt into the wind. Burlington taking over
31
on the 31-yard line.
So
2 minutes left in the half. Taking over on the 31-yard line. Looks like the no field goal call could be a benefit here.
Well, I still would have liked the field goal, Bruno, because, you know, if you're playing the field position, they were to punt the ball, you would have had the ball about midfield or about the 50 with an opportunity around the same amount. You'd have 3 more points on there.
Yeah.
Not saying, I'm just saying. You know,
yeah.
I think I would have tried to kick the
Look,
field goal.
I would have
on
kicked
that.
the field goal too.
Coach Schneider and I will have prediction battles all the time, and he'll prove that I'm wrong usually 99 times out of 100. Fullback motions it over the field side. 3 look. Handoff to number 21. Scampers. Flags on the
all
play.
over the field.
There's going to be a holding call on the edge against the Burlington Stampeders. And this is coming back 10 yards, and we're going to repeat first down. So are they taking the play or are they taking the moving them back? I see with the wind at their back, I absolutely am moving them back. The down really doesn't do you much good at this point.
100%, especially with the field position they have at the 31. You know, I'm taking them back to 10 yards.
Well, if you decline the penalty, clock runs.
That's true.
There you go. So we're going to move it back 10 yards. Clock's going to stop, and you're going to replay first down.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think it's the right move.
I agree. I don't know why they were even discussing it. You move them back because now you have to you got to make a play or two just to get within field goal range again.
Yeah. Even with the run game that Burlington does have, 1st and 20 is a long way.
Tight end to the field here. 2 receivers to the top of the field. 2 receivers to the boundary. Ace back. Toss play to number 21. Met in the backfield right away. Spins off the first man. Spins off the second man. Off to the races. Tracked down from behind. Really great job.
Loss of 6 yards on that play, Ron.
82 on the tackle. Leo was absolutely thrown down hard by the Myers Riders. Loss of about 3 or 4 yards on that. That's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, that's number 82, the defensive back, Caden Webbe.
That's your field corner making that play.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great read.
Tight end to the bottom of the field, 2 receivers to the top of the field, fullback as well, 22 set, motion up to trips. No one coming off the edge. Good pickup. Scrambling out to his left. A lot of his pressure. Dumps the pass off. It's complete to number 2. He's going to get about 4 yards on that.
Out of bounds to stop the clock.
Stops the clock, and that's going to bring up a third down, and I'm going to say about 22 yards to go.
Yeah, it's a long way for a first down here. Be interesting to see how Myers lines up on defense.
Well, I think they're going to bring pressure. Like they're starting to have a little bit of success now, bringing the heat, bringing that wood. You know, they've got a free runner coming off the edge.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Like Burlington's got to pick that up there because they've just got the 2 coming or the outside linebacker coming away from the tight end side. No one's picking this guy up yet.
They got a safety back deep at the first down marker.
Motion to 3x2 to the boundary, 1 to the field with the tight end. Tight end releases off field, going deep downfield. Pass intended to number 24, falls incomplete. Now that's going to bring up a quick 4th down for the Stamps.
Yeah, and now they're going to be forced to punt the ball away and give the ball back to Myers with about 1.5 minutes left on the clock.
So, 1:22 left. Burlington brings out the punt team on this. Myers, of course, is hoping for a big return or something and some type of life on offense. They really haven't had much going so far against this really stout Burlington defense.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, both teams defensively have been bringing the pressure and playing excellent football on defense.
Snap is back. The punt is away, and
Punt
it's
was
blocked. Blocked at the 52-yard line. Number 70 for the Myers Riders with the big block right up the middle.
That's Ethan Chassels, a defensive end, with a huge block on the punt.
Look at him just coming right up the field, putting his big bear paws up there, knocking that ball down. That's a really good job. Watch him extend in front of the ball.
That's right. You know, we teach our punt return team when they're going for a block, they're attempting to block 3 yards in front of the punter. And he did a great job of not running into the punter or hitting the punter on that block.
So Myers with a little bit of life, 1:17 left to go in the half. Little slip screen to number 21. Big block there. Yeah, that's not allowed there. That is the crackback block that they're taking out of the Canadian game. He was going towards his end zone and came from behind.
I don't know. That looked like it was the defensive player. Oh, no. That's a crackback. Yeah,
that is
right.
100% a crackback block. They might have got the defensive player with the push afterwards. You can't really do that. But this is objectionable conduct. This is going back against the Myers Riders.
Absolutely. That'll be a 15-yard penalty.
Just waiting for the explanation here. They are going to move them back after the short completion. They would have burned the down. Again, not really a decision that I would think that they'd want to make. So that is it's objectionable conduct, and it's the big kind. Burlington then calls timeout, Myers then calls timeout. And it's after they march the yards back. I believe this is a 15-yarder here, Bruno.
Yeah, it's a 15-yard penalty. The crackback block, objectionable conduct. So it looks like we're now 2nd and 25.
And Myers uses their second timeout of the half, 1:07 left, 3-0 in a low-scoring, defensive, hard-hitting game like we kind of thought.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams, like we thought, playing great defense. You know, they've got offensive plays, but they're struggling to fight against these two great defensive teams.
There's really no doubt these are kind of the top two defenses at the U14 level in the province, and that's why they're in this championship game. You know, both being offensive coaches ourselves, Coach Melrose is a defensive guy. You know, we don't say this enough. Offense will sell you tickets all day long. We look great on paper. Defense, they'll win you a championship.
Absolutely. You know, I have the benefit of my little brother being a defensive coordinator and defensive coach, and, you know, we always have these discussions, and I can't help but agree that it's the defense that'll win you the championships. You know, you only need to score 1 point on offense if your defense pitches a shutout.
I love a 1-0 blowout victory. Aren't they sexy?
That's right.
Take it down there, kick a rouge on the last play of the game, nothing you can do about it. Magnificent. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not a fan of football, and you're not a coach. Because every coach loves nothing more in the Canadian game than kicking the ball out of the end zone on the last play where the other team, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, and it happens all the time.
2nd down and 25 here. 1:07 left to go in the first half.
3 receivers lined up to the field for Myers.
2 to the boundary, a
and
little
throw
throwback. It's
it
almost intercepted. They had more Burlington defenders there than they did Myers receivers.
Yeah, I don't even think that there was a Myers receiver in the area.
I think number 14 was around the general vicinity. I think he would have been what they where he was intended for. But Burlington just dropped off into that zone and said, no, you're not getting behind us.
Yeah, I mean, with this much time on the clock and the yardage right now and the field position, you know that they're going to be playing a 3-deep zone. Again, they're dropping 3 deep.
It's a 4-by-1 look, 4-by-2 look, and he's sacked in the about the 22-yard line. Again, bringing the wood, bringing the pain. Number 51 and number 98 for Burlington with the join up to make the sack.
Yeah, that's a great play by the Burlington defense. Bringing pressure, dropping 3 guys deep to cover the pass.
Producer Stephanie, if we can get that replay again, I want to tell you, look at this. Coming from both sides, 98 does a good job, and I think it was 95 that actually finished it up. But look at big number 77 right in the middle there. Just nowhere to go. But
nowhere to go.
They're bringing 4, and they're getting that type of pressure. This is going to be a long day for Myers.
It is, and you know what? Now they force Myers to punt into the wind from their own 12-yard line.
Punt is away. Decent punt. Fielded about the 35-yard line. Should be a no yards call. There it is. And also, you might have had a piling on penalty close to the end there.
That was late.
But you're going to have the 15-yard no yards call here against Myers. So playing the special teams, playing the field position. Burlington's going to have the ball at the 30-yard line, first down. With under a minute left, 42.3 seconds left.
Looks like they've got a timeout still, too. So, it's a lot.
Only
the
5-yard type?
It's caught in the air.
It was caught in the air.
Yeah, it should have been a 15. I'm not sure why.
Well, okay, I don't like that call, but maybe they were saying he was trying to get out of that halo. So if you are making the attempt to get out of the halo, it is only the 5-yard attempt.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Normally, if it's caught in the air, you get the 15, and if it's bouncing on the ground, you get the 5. But
well, in the CFL and the university, the rule has actually changed as of this year. Doesn't matter if the ball's on the ground or if not. No yards is no yards. It's a 15-yard penalty this year going forward because too many people were teaching their special teams, ball's on the ground, forget it, 25 yards, go get it.
That's right, yeah.
Under center, I formation, tight end to the left. This is offside against Myers again.
This is the 4th time now they've been called offside. These defensive linemen really got to start watching the ball.
Look at the outside linebacker trying to get the jump on that. Hand off to Leo, 21. He's thrown down for a loss of 5. Doesn't matter. This is going to go up 5 yards. Ball is going to be placed at the 35-yard line. We're going to repeat first down here for Burlington.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't help but wonder here, Ron, if they get it close, do you think they go for the field goal or they're going to go for it again? They've got 35 seconds left on the clock. If it's me, I'm trying to kick that field goal.
I absolutely try to kick the field goal. That's because you're kind of setting a tone to your defense as well that you don't think Myers can do much offensively against you. And realistically, in the first half, Burlington's defense and Myers' defense have really dominated this game. Motion the fullback, motion to trips over to the field. Handoff outside to 21. Breaks the first man miss, second man miss. Spins around at the 30-yard line. Keeps driving his legs. Brought down at the 27-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Stampeders first down.
Yeah, just that off-tackle play again, running the ball. Leo's done a great job just pumping his feet after contact and gaining those extra yards. What would have been a 3-yard gain turned into a 7-yard gain just with the effort from the running back.
We want to thank you very much for joining us here for this U14 Bantam action. 18 seconds left to go on Junior Mustangs television. Burlington in red, 2 receivers to the boundary, fakes the handoff, throws a little screen pass, caught by number 24, makes the first man miss, dragging people down there, brought down about the 17-yard line.
That's where they call the timeout. 4.6,
exactly. Call your timeout, line up for a field goal, go up 6-0. Difference between 3 and 6, well, it's the touchdown. You're forcing the other team to score a touchdown. Now, does Burlington take a shot downfield and maybe something quick? Grab it, throw it, try to get enough time down there. 4 seconds, you might be able to get 2 off. It'd be really, really tight, though.
I wouldn't go for that, Ron.
They're bringing their kicker out.
Yeah, they got to kick the field goal here.
Wind is at their back. It is gusting, and it is gusting heavily at this point. Ball is on the left hash. The spot for the ball is going to be approximately the 25-yard line. 3-0 U14 Provincial AAA Cup. Myers Riders in white. Burlington Stampeders in red. Number 1 is the kicker. Braun is the kicker for Burlington.
successful with his first attempt from about the same area earlier in the game.
One man deep for Myers, so keep that as also a factor that goes into it. Myers went offside. Oh, boy. No, they're calling false start. They called it center moved. Move the ball.
So they'll be going back 5 here.
Now are you in field goal range?
Right, this is going to be about a 30-yard field goal, it looks like.
He looked like he had enough leg on that kick to get it from 30 yards. This might be his limit, though. You know, I don't know many 14-year-olds that can confidently step up and hit 30-yard field goals very often. You know, this is a tough kick. Hey, guys, you've heard it from me ad nauseum before. Coach Melrose is shaking his head. I'm telling you now, kickers are people too. There's a flag down. The kick is up. It is wide to the left, and it goes out of the end zone. However, there is a flag on the play. That kick was good from 40.
Yeah, that was a great kick. It had the distance, just a little bit left.
Waiting to see
Offside
the call.
on the defense.
So we're going to move it up 5 yards and retry the kick.
And like you said, that last kick would have been good from 40 had it been in the center. And, you know.
This guy's got more than enough leg from this
absolutely,
distance.
Absolutely.
Again, a lot of it with kickers, even though, yes, kickers are people too, Adam. A lot of it's psychological, and you get into your head, I'm good from this distance. Even if you go one step outside of it, a lot of times that messes your head and plays with your rhythm. Hold us down. The kick is up, and it is good. And that is the halftime score. Quick moving half of football. 6 for the Burlington Stampeders. No score. Myers Riders. This halftime is brought to you by Team Link. Team Link is brought to you, the official app of the OSFL. Team Link is a Canadian-best app management, enabling teams to share schedules, track attendance, automate reminders, chats, and more. Download Team Link at the App Store. Set your team up for free. Bruno, great first half of football so far.
Yeah, I mean, it was exactly what we expected. Defense, defense, defense. Both teams have been playing great on defense, and hence the 6-0 score, and all points have been put up on the board by specials today.
If you like offensive football, I hope you joined us for the game before this. Almost 100 points scored in that game. If you like defensive football, glad you're joining us for this game. We got 6 for the Stampeders, no score for the Myers Riders. We're going to break at half. Thank you very much for joining us on Junior Mustang Television.
in the chat. Thanks.
And welcome back to the OSFL Bantam U14 AAA Championships. My name is Ron Ferwerda and joined by Coach Bruno DeSando. Thank you very much for joining us here on this hot and muggy Sunday afternoon. Score of the game, 6-0 Burlington over Myers. It has been a defensive game by both teams. Two excellent defenses, Bruno.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it, like I said, throughout this broadcast. We've talked about it before the game, and these are two great defensive teams, and they've shown it today. Not a point scored today yet by either offense. All 6 points for Burlington have been on specials, and that's just a testament to how good Myers' defense is and how good Burlington's defense is.
We kind of knew going into this game that this was going to be two very physical teams that really define themselves by playing defense, and that is exactly what is playing out. Number 54 for the Riders going to kick the ball. Kick is away. Received by Burlington at the 28-yard line. Makes the first man miss, second man miss, all the way out to the 40-yard line. Brought down at the 42. Little extracurricular after the play. We don't want to see that by either team. First down, Stampeders. There we go.
There's the flags. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get objectionable conduct. I think it's going to be number 14 for wishing best wishes after the play.
Yeah, I mean, that's just an undisciplined penalty by Burlington on that play. Or by Myers on that play, rather. Sorry, it's just
blow to the head.
You just gotta be a little more disciplined, especially in this scenario when you're down by 6. And now it's time for their defense to come back.
So
and
often
save
in
them
these
from this
games, it comes down to the team, not necessarily that executes the best, but keeps their composure the longest, can keep their cool together the longest. Those are the teams that benefit or end up winning a lot of these games. We saw that earlier on Friday night. The Chatham team was able to keep their composure, keep their calm, block that field goal for the last-second victory over Guelph at the varsity. Challenge Cup.
It's tough on that play. The Myers Riders player thought he was hit after the play, and made a couple of comments, and it's tough to see those type of penalties.
Handoff to number 24 by Burlington. Gain of about 6 on the play, bringing up second down. They went a heavy package with double fullbacks in the backfield as well here.
Yeah, it looks like the running back tried to avoid a tackle outside, brought it back inside for an extra couple yards.
Tight end, 2 fullbacks, so almost a full house look. Going off to the edge. This time, there's the Riders defense bringing it all the way back. Throwing down for a loss of almost 8 yards on that, Bruno.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up a third down. I'm going to say about 12 or 13 on that.
Yeah, that was a great play by the Riders defense. They brought some pressure. They stopped the running back in the backfield. He tried to get away and lost some yards.
Third down and 13 here for the Burlington Stampeders. Myers Riders really bringing it on defense early in the first and the second half here.
Myers looks to be running a 43 here, bringing some pressure from the edge.
Motion over 3 to the receivers to the boundary here. Tight end and receiver over to the field. Back to pass. Brought the heat.
And it's a fumble.
That's fumble. Picked up by
the
Myers Riders.
Oh,
and
no.
He was down. So
yeah.
that is that 97?
Looks like 97 or 95.
It's 83 that got the sack and the recovery for Myers. Bringing it right up. We just said to them.
That's the defensive end, Louis Turpin.
Yeah, we've said his name a couple times today.
Yeah, what a play.
Absolutely. Does a great job. That's the third or fourth time that he has cleanly beat the offensive tackle for Burlington, and he turns the corner, gets upfield. Big turn of events. Field position in this type of game is huge, Bruno.
Yeah, he just swallowed the quarterback up on that play.
So, Bruno, we thank everybody here for joining us. If you like what you see, hit the like and subscribe button so we can bring you more Ontario action, local football action here on Junior Mustang Television. My name is Ron Ferwerda. I'm joined by Coach Bruno DeSando. on this hot, muggy afternoon from Alumni Field here at Western University in the beautiful Forest City. First down and 10, 35-yard line. Myers Riders breaks the huddle. Little different formation this time. Tight end, 3 receivers at the top of the field, so 4 receivers back to pass. ISO'd on the outside. Reception by number 19. Just a little sit-down route there, Bruno.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a good right idea there. You know, you put 3 receivers to the field, isolate your best receiver to the boundary, make him make a play against, one-on-one coverage. And that was number 19, Nathan Curry, with the reception and about a 9-yard gain there.
Yeah, big play. If the DB is going to be playing off you 15 yards, stop after 9. You know, especially in 4-down football, anytime you get more than 4 or 5 yards on a play, you're getting in plus territory for your offense, and it just opens everything else up for you.
Absolutely. They look to be in a heavy package.
Double
here,
tight end set, pulling the lineman outside, toss sweep to number 20. Met right away, breaks a couple tackles, keeps his legs driving beyond the 20-yard line. First down, Myers Riders.
Yeah, that was excellent run there by, looks like it was number 20, Daniele Nicastro. Good job keeping his feet moving, getting those extra yards, enough for a first down on what looked like to be a play where he was going to be stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, and they're definitely bringing the extra lineman up there as well. So it's a double tight. It's almost like a double tackle look, like that old school Washington Redskin type of thing that they're doing there.
Same formation here.
Yeah, double tight ends here, 3 receivers and ace fullback. Inside handoff, met after a gain of about 1 on the play. Second down.
Back to that. They're back in that double tight end formation there. A lot of heavy blocking in the middle. Just trying to pound the football and gain some yards. Like we spoke about before, if you can gain 3 yards per play, you're getting a first down in 4-down football.
Yeah, and anytime that you can get 3 or 4 yards, you're in plus territory in what we call the offensive call sheets, and it opens everything else up. 2nd and 9 here, you don't quite have everything that you had before.
A little bit of misdirection there.
Yeah, they're pulling across both the linemen. Number 21's the ball carrier for the Myers Riders. Tackled almost immediately by the Burlington Stampeders as I'm joined in the booth for the electric voice of Johnny Urban, who'll be joining us for the junior varsity and varsity finals. Essex Ravens, London Junior Mustangs. Johnny, you excited about that?
It's the creme de la creme, and I'm happy to be in the house.
Well, welcome back to the house. Myers back to pass, throws it up.
Touchdown,
High points the ball.
Myers.
What a great job. Number 19, we saw him make that big play earlier today. Touchdown, Riders.
Number Nathan, it looks like it was Hudson on that play.
18 or 19.
But it was a great job. He went up over top of the defensive back to get that ball, secure it in for the touchdown. Great play call by the Myers Riders offensive coordinator.
Yeah, getting that ice, though. You had all that size and all that motion over on the short side of the field. You had the one-on-one to the field side. Throw the ball up there. Let your guy make a play. Great job by the Myers Riders. Good adjustment. Kick is down, and it is blocked. No good. So, 7:32 left to go in the third quarter. We got 6s on the score. Myers Riders showing up with a little bit of steam coming out of the half.
Yeah, that was a great drive. You know, they went to the run. They established the run, and then they switched over to the pass when they needed it, and they came up big with 6 points.
Myers Riders to kick, 45-yard line. 6 is on the board, 7:32 left. Thank you very much for joining us here on Junior Mustang Television. Like what you see, hit the subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. It's going to help put Adam Melrose's kids through college.
Hey, 12 cents is 12 cents.
Kick is away. Fielded about the 22-yard line, straight up the field to the 30, breaks it back into the middle, over to the 35, makes a second man miss. Number 32 keeps his legs driving all the way down to about the 40-yard line. First down, Stampeders. As of don't know if you can pan this all the way out to the far side of the field, the London Junior Mustangs make an appearance in the building as they're going across to start their warm-ups. That is a team we are very familiar with and we will be part of later on today. The best of luck to the JV Mustangs, who will be in the first of a doubleheader against the Essex Ravens.
Blitz on by the Raiders. Or the
Handoff.
Riders.
Leo is brought back in the backfield. Number 54 again, Bruno.
That's Brendan Farhat. He blitzed right up the middle, untouched, to make a great play on the ball.
Yeah, Burlington looks frustrated. Their body language is telling you they're not used to this. Myers is starting to impose their will on them a little bit more. So that is something to keep in mind. These are kids, after throwing down for a loss of 1, second down and 11
yeah, and I mean,
for the Stamps.
This all comes down to halftime. You know, at halftime, Myers obviously made some adjustments, and they seem to be working here.
6:30 left to go, third quarter, all tied up at sixes. Tight end to the field, inside handoff to number 24 for the Stampeders, rumbling forward to about the 45-yard line, just short of it. Going to see a gain of about 4.5 yards. That's going to bring up third down. Right at the 45 there, Bruno. So third down and 5 here to go.
Yeah, if you look at the play here, you know, Myers linebackers did step back a little bit. They weren't bringing as much pressure. The offensive coordinator for Burlington had to have seen that. And
Myers has switched to an odd man front as well. They switched to a 34 look.
Yeah,
or a 35
like,
almost.
Looks like they're going back between a 43 and a 53 and a 34. They're switching everything up here, just keeping Burlington on their toes.
Straight through,
Pressure
blitzing again, number 54. Pulls it, almost completed. You're going to have pass interference on that. He absolutely went over the top of him.
That was an excellently timed blitz by number 54 for the Myers Riders on that play. And unfortunately, there was a pass interference call at the end of the play, but that was a great blitz and looked to have the quarterback wrapped up. The quarterback did a great job by getting the ball away.
That was a really good play call, a really good pull by the quarterback. Could have been an outstanding play for Myers as the blitz the linebacker. They're just doing like a double A blitz on that. And here we go. Burlington lines up in hurry up. 2 receivers to the top of the field, 2 receivers to the boundary, 2 running backs as well in the pistol formation, barking out the signals, waggle their slots towards the line of scrimmage. Inside handoff to number 24.
Swallowed up by the Myers
Swallowed
defense.
up. I want to check the quarterback number for Burlington. Is it 15 or 16? I don't think that's their regular starter out there right now. I think 15's their normal starter, and he is on the first aid bench.
Yeah, it looks like number 12, Zachary Benninger, is in right now for Burlington at QB.
So that is something that we have to keep an eye on as this game goes on. As somebody called timeout here. I kind of missed who called the timeout here, Bruno.
Yeah, I missed it as well.
So third quarter here, we want to shout out to Area 51 Sports Apparel. They are your third quarter sponsor. Area 51 is a Canadian minority-owned sports apparel company that specializes in team sports. They have dozens of suppliers which allow us to offer our customers a full array of products. Area 51 Sports Apparel offers quality, budget-friendly sports apparel and field equipment. Area 51, the best kept secret in the industry. Check them out at www.area51sports.ca. .506 coming out of the timeout. Second down and 12 here for the Burlington Stampeders. I formation, 3 receivers to the top of the field. One
Fumbled snap.
Fumbled snap, and it is picked up right away. This is going to be a factor, Bruno, as this game goes along. A short loss on the play. puts the ball at about the 51-yard line, third down at about 12.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to watch here. I mean, it's never great to see your starting quarterback go out and, depending on the reps that the backup gets in practice, they've got to step up, and this is a good opportunity for number 12, Zachary Benninger, to step up here and play for his team.
2x2, two running backs in the backfield as well. Motion them to the inside field. Handoff to Leo, number 21, over the left edge. Gain of about 4 on the play. That's going to be well short of a first down. Fourth down, Stampeders.
It looks to be 4th and 7 here. And in comes the punt team.
So what was a really fast-moving first half kind of slowed up a little bit here with the change of possessions and everything else. 4:15, clock is running, third quarter. Burlington in the punt formation, wind in their face, so maybe Myers move up another couple of steps here. Punt is down, the kick is away, it goes out of bounds about the 42, 43-yard line is what I'm thinking. Oh, they mark it at the 40. Okay, first down, Myers Riders. Bruno, you got to get a drive together here from Myers. All the momentum in the world is on your side.
Yeah, I mean, if Myers can produce a nice drive on offense here and score, that'll give them all the momentum for the rest of the half. They've already got a great bit of momentum going for them right now. One more score, a good drive here will give them great momentum going into the fourth quarter.
Do you go back to the air with the wind at your back right now, or do you try to grind this clock down a little bit?
I mean, they did a great job last series running the ball and then switching over to the pass when they needed to, but I would be going to the air myself here as an offensive coordinator. It works.
Inside handoff to number 20, I believe, for the Myers Riders.
Caught from behind.
Tripped up right beyond the 50-yard line, just past it. That's going to be a gain of about 11 yards, and a Myers Riders first down.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great bounce outside by the running back. He had a blocker out there and unfortunately just tripped up from behind, but he had the edge and he was going for it. That was a great run.
Great vision on that, pushing it inside and seeing the alley open up to the outside, sticking your foot in the ground and bouncing it wide. First and 10, Myers Riders. Double tight end to the top of the field. 2 receivers and 1 receiver to the boundary. Toss play to number 20. Met in the backfield by number 40. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle beyond the 50. Takes it beyond midfield down to about the 52-yard line of Burlington. Good gain on the play of about 8 yards. Second down.
Yeah, Ron, that was just another great run by the running back. Just a regular toss play. Got the edge and just kept his feet moving when it looked like he was going to be caught in the backfield again. Just kept moving his feet, got outside, and gained 8 yards.
The feel of this game, to me, has changed at half. Myers has really come out with a sense of purpose to them, where Burlington seems to be a little bit asleep at the switch. Just my observation. Inside handoff straight ahead to, I believe it was number 20. It's going to go beyond the 50-yard line, and that's going to be enough for Riders. First down.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's tough going into halftime with a lead. You make some adjustments, but things are going well for you. And on the Myers side, going into halftime down 6 points, they have to make some adjustments, make some play calls, and it seems like what they've done to adjust their plays on offense and defense are working.
First and 10, Myers Riders. Fakes the inside handoff, back to pass, throwing it up for number 12, tracking it. Decent coverage, a little bit overflowing. I think it was number 19, actually, the intended receiver for the Riders. A little bit overthrown again. That ball got caught up in the wind. Second down.
Yeah, it's tough throwing into the wind, and you got to put a lot of muscle behind it, and that one was just a little too far.
Yeah, number 19 for the Myers Riders, the intended receiver on that.
That's Nathan Curry.
Nathan Curry, he's another one of those athletic receivers. And I said, early in the first half here, I said, I think the advantage for Myers is on the outside. They had athletic receivers as opposed to Burlington's got good hitters on defense, but they're not really that tall on the back end of things.
Yeah.
So jet sweep action happening, counters it, coming across. Number 20, the ball carrier, takes it down inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line for another Myers Riders. First down.
Yeah, you know what? That was a great run by number 20, Daniele Nicastro. That looked to be an outside run. but it looked like there was no room out there to go, and he planted his foot, cut the ball back inside, and for a huge gain.
Yeah, so they're bringing what I'm seeing is they're bringing all that motion to the boundary side, and then that third running back is coming back almost like a power counter, where they're letting a lineman get out front and they're pulling right behind that lineman.
Yeah, they're running out to, it's almost like it's a counter. They're pulling that lineman, and they're
Here it comes again. Number 14, the ball carrier over the right edge, almost like a version of the jet. It's almost like a version of the jet or the rocket that they're running there, catching it, just flipping it to the receiver. Number 14 on the carry, gaining 9 yards, and Myers has got everything working right now.
Yeah, Burlington is definitely on their heels right now. They need to come up with something. They need to come up with some type of answer for this run game.
2nd and 3, 14 seconds left to go, third quarter. Bantam, Provincial Cup. Inside handoff
There it is
again.
again.
Here's that little rocket jet action. He's
looks like
got
he's
to
got
the
the
edge,
edge.
down to the 10, pushed out by Burlington with no time left in the third quarter. Myers driving the ball down here. Really like what's going on. And that is the end of the third quarter. 6 for the Myers Riders, 6 Burlington Stampeders, but the Riders are knocking on the door.
Yeah, we are definitely in points area right now. We've got the Myers Riders just running the ball at will on this Burlington Stampeders defense. They need to make some adjustments, and Myers needs to keep doing what they're doing. A lot of misdirection, and it seems like they are confusing the defense for the Burlington Stampeders.
It just seems to be that counter. They're almost out muscling them. They're adjusting. They're putting the extra tight end or slot behind the guard, and they're pulling both of those to the play side, and they're just running that little jet sweep to a slot back. And it's almost like the old Green Bay power sweep where you're getting a couple, 2, 3 pullers in front of them, and they're just out manning them at the point of attack.
Yeah, I mean, what's happening is they're lining up to the field in a 3-by-1 with those guys outside, and Burlington is putting their halfback to the other side of the field, which gives Myers the numbers to the boundary, and they're motioning those guys over, and the Burlington does not have enough time to adjust.
The fourth quarter time coming here, and this is brought to you by Baron Rings, the official championship ring of Football Ontario. Baron is focused brand on their relentless commitment to design, craftsmanship, and superior storytelling. Proven-driven products are what drives them to deliver the best for their clients. For more information, visit www.baronrings.com. Again, that's www.baronrings.com. Fourth quarter championship weekend here. AAA Bantam Finals. Burlington Myers all tied up as we saw a timeout taken coming out of a quarter. Bruno, you don't want to waste those, do you?
No, not coming out of the quarter. I mean, as a coach, that's not the time for me to do that, but I'm sure there's a reason.
As we see off in the distance, the Junior Mustangs and the Essex Ravens warming up for the 4:30 tilt, which will probably be delayed due to the delay in the start of this game. So here we go. Myers Riders, 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. 2 receivers to the field, two receivers to the boundary, 1 to the field. Inside handoff to number 21, straight ahead. Gain of a couple on that play. 2nd down. Gained about 2 on that.
Yeah, it looks like we got 2nd and goal from the 8.
Fantastic day of football, Bruno. 2 more heavyweight battles coming up with the main event at 7 p.m. tonight. Essex Ravens, London Junior Mustangs for the AAA Provincial Cup Varsity Finals. Handoff to number 20, turning around the left edge, met right away by a number of Stampeders. I'm going to say he carried the ball down just beyond the 5-yard line, maybe the 4.
Yeah, it looks like a gain of about 3 on the play. We're looking at 3rd and 4.
3rd and goal from about the
3rd and
4.5
goal
yard
from the 4.
line here. Bruno, 3rd and goal. You've had a lot of success running the ball. Do you switch it?
I keep going with what's working here, Ron. I would be running that jet sweep to number 14. That's been successful for them a bunch of times.
Hand off to number 20, straight ahead, cuts it
looks
back
like
and
he
across
is
to the middle.
in the end zone.
He is in for the Myers Riders. Touchdown! There you go. 12 Myers Riders, 6 Burlington Stampeders. Extra point is a pending.
Once again, a great run up the middle. Great blocking by the Riders, and you can't help but see the defensive players on Burlington with their hands on their hips, just frustrated.
Bruno, coaching cap for a second. You missed the extra point last time. Do you go for deuce here? Do you start chasing points, or you'd like the call to kick the one?
I like the call to kick the one here. Get as many points on the board as you can.
Get a complete score up. Snap is down. The kick is up, and it is good. Made by number 11 for the Myers Riders. Hudson Ward was the kicker. So, for the first time today, the Myers Riders, with 10:38 left to go in the fourth quarter, jump out to the lead. 13 Riders, 6 Stampeders. Bruno, we've seen a lot of kids, hot, banged up. What does Burlington have to do under the situation, under the circumstances? Let's be realistic. Backup quarterback in play. What do you do if you're Burlington to get back in this game?
As a coach, from a coaching perspective, they've just got to make some adjustments. They've got to watch the motion from the Myers defense and be able to pick up those blitzes that are really hurting them right now. Going back to that extra point, I think it's the right call here. They go up by 7. If they go for 2 and miss, then they're up by 6. If Burlington scores and gets that extra point, then they're down by 1. So going up by 7, I think, is the right call.
54 to kick off for the Myers Riders at the 45-yard line. Booms a little bit of a short kick, picks it up on the fly. He's got a little bit of a seam beyond midfield. Just beyond midfield is number 33 for the Burlington Stampeders.
That's Nathan Nash, number 33 for the Stampeders, with a good return. It's always important when you're returning those kicks to catch the ball in the air, and he did that and caught it with a full head of steam going forward, and was able to get a nice return on that to get some great field position. You and I have both coached specials before at different levels and stuff. One of the things that we always tell our returners is what? Attack the ball in the air. Every time the ball hits the ground on a special teams play, that's going to cost you 15 yards, you know. And there, attacking the ball in the air, that's a plus 15 now, okay? Because he was able to get that ball, get upfield and get momentum, and get the ball beyond midfield. Good to see number 49 coming off the field, the injured Myers Rider player. So the ball is right on the midfield stripe. Near hash. 10:33 left in the game. Myers Riders with their first lead of the game, 13-6 over the Burlington Stampeders. A little bit of confusion on the Stampeders side there. Running back came in late.
Quarterback in the pistol formation, 2x2 set. Inside handoff, taking it outside is number 24. Nowhere to go. Big hit, yeah. Unfortunately, you're going to get number 83 for a head tackle who absolutely led with the crown of his head. This is going to go up. I think it's going to be 15 yards here, Bruno.
It looks like, he was, it was a great play by the defense, and unfortunately got a little high with that tackle. Looks like he wrapped him up.
Yeah, number 93 is you can't make contact to the head and shoulder areas first with your shoulder. You can't make contact with your head or shoulder area towards the head area of a ball carrier or a receiver. That is a head blow. That is a 15-yard penalty, and they're going to be moving this up. I'm not sure what the discussion is. Some great football action we've had over the weekend. Started it off
No flag.
No flag. Wow. Okay, well, we started the weekend off with the Forest City Thunderbirds beating the Waterloo Predators, and then we came back with varsity action. Chatham, on a last-second play, blocked a field goal to defeat the varsity Griffins on Friday night. I'll go over some of the scores on Saturday for you in a second here. 2-by-2 set here, offset to the boundary of the running backs. 24 is in the backfield along with number 32. Handoff, inside handoff. 17 is the ball carrier. Nowhere to go. Thrown down for another loss. 3rd and about 4. I think Myers is smelling blood in the water, and they're going for the kill. They know that Burlington can't really throw the ball downfield right now.
Yeah, I mean, with Burlington's quarterback being the backup in there, I think Myers knows that they can bring pressure because it's going to be tough to throw. They tried to go for a little counter there, and once again, it was swallowed up by the Riders' defense.
So on Saturday, August the 6th, we had U14 action. Guelph beating Forest City Thunderbirds in the first game. Brantford in Hamilton, what was 2 of those 2 teams playing, U16 KJ Memorial Cup. Brantford won that game in a nail-biter. Back to pass, number 12 completes it out to the flats, complete the number 32, gets beyond the 45-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Stampeders first down.
Yeah, what a great throw by the quarterback for Burlington. He's got to be nervous in there as the backup. He took the snap, stepped up, and made a great throw for a completion and a first down.
Just a little out route there, but really good job of getting down there as we have another Burlington player injured. Again, going back to Saturday, for me, what was probably one of the better games of the day, welcome to the party, teams from the north. The Sudbury Spartans came down here and played the Vaughan Rebels in what was absolutely a thriller. The Spartans come away with the victory in U16 action. Cornwall in Hamilton were the 4:30 game, and Hamilton went away with that one against an undermanned Cornwall team who had a lot of injuries heading into this week. And then the main event last night, Huronia beat Sarnia. I believe the final score was 18-12 in that game. A really good back-and-forth game. Sarnia had a chance to make a play late in that game. Ball was ruled incomplete. Really close. It is what it is. This morning, we had Waterloo at U14 action beat Chatham. And then, of course, we just saw the Hamilton Junior Ticats defeat the Brantford Bison in the U14 KJ Memorial Cup.
Wow. Again, number 54 for the
He's
Myers
having
Riders.
himself a game.
Brendan Farhat with a great tackle for a loss. What a blitz. Just threw untouched. Made a great play on the ball to tackle the running back for a loss on that toss play.
I'm going to kind of say this right now. There's an offensive, defensive, and a game MVP. I know talking to everybody, picking the defensive MVP in a bunch of these games has been really difficult because, there's been a lot of solid play, but not really much spectacular play from defensive players. There has been spectacular play from this particular defense here today.
Yeah, he's been having a great game today. For me, it's going to go between number 54, Brendan Farhat, and number 83, Louis Turpin, that defensive lineman who's been having a great game as well.
Please, fans, understand, we have no influence on who wins these awards whatsoever. We are actually associated with the London Junior Mustangs. I don't really care which team wins this game. I don't have a personal favorite. I don't have a betting favorite. I just call what I see as I see them. So, pistol formation, 2 receivers to the boundary, 2 receivers to the field, 2 running backs, 22. You're going to have offside here by the Myers Riders. Play is continued, incomplete, move it up 5 yards. We're going to repeat second down here.
Yeah, that was a good job by the quarterback for Burlington there. Saw that there was an offside penalty, took a shot. Even if it was intercepted, it wouldn't have mattered because they're going up 5 anyway. Smart
quarterback play. That's about the 3rd or 4th time we've seen that player jump offside, unfortunately. Got to listen to the snap. They're getting him on that. Move it up 5 yards, so it's going to be second down and about 9 here. Clock is back in. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the ball game. 13-7 Riders over the Stampeders. Inside handoff, flips it out to number 24. He's got to the edge, makes the first man. Good job, number 82, I believe it was with the tackle downfield. I thought he was going to make a miss. You can't do that stiff arm to the head either. Bad on number 24, but gets the ball down to the 40-yard line. That's bringing up a 3rd down and about 5 here, Bruno.
Yeah, that was number 82, the corner, Caden Webb, that made
Another
the play.
guy we've called his name a number of times today. Maybe this defensive MVP isn't as cut and dry as we thought.
Yeah,
there's,
a
a lot
of
of really deserving players out here on both teams. You know, we're just calling out a couple of the Myers players as their defense is making out plays. For me, number 54 has had himself a ball game and a half.
Agreed. They've been having a great game, especially this second half.
2x2 sets, 2 running backs. Ball is on the far hash. 6:44 left to go, fourth quarter. Is creeping up the blitz. Inside handoff to number 24. Bounces it wide. Makes the first man miss. Drags tacklers to the 40-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th down and about 4.5, 5 yards after the short gain, Bruno.
Yeah, and they're going back to that run with number 24. He is a power running back. He runs the ball pretty hard, and just a great job by the Myers defense stopping him short of the first down.
4th and 5. Don't really think it's much of a decision time. Down 7. You got to go for it here.
Absolutely. You know, you're down 5. You're down 7, rather, sorry, with 6 minutes left in the half.
As you can hear in the microphones, the wind's kind of picking up and gusting a little bit here on this Sunday afternoon. 2x2, 2 running backs. They haven't changed that formation in the last little while. Barbecuing out the signals.
There it is.
Offside.
Take the shot.
Take the shot downfield. You're playing it,
And he
it's
gets
caught. And you're in business here. Myers is in trouble down inside the 5. Number 32, Burlington Stampeders in for the touchdown.
You know what, Ron? This is exactly what we talked about earlier. I don't know what happened there. Obviously, the defense was offside, and everybody stopped. Quarterback, heads-up play by the quarterback, throwing that ball, taking a shot. I was going to say, you know, prior to the snap of the ball, if I was an offensive coordinator here, I'd be running a hard count for a potential 5-yard penalty with how much Myers has been offside here. And, you know, that's exactly what they did. They ran a hard count and took a shot and worked out for them.
Number 32, Nathan Nash with the reception. Tucked that ball about the 20-yard line, then was able to turn the corner there for the 32-yard touchdown reception. Point is down, and it is good. 5:38 left. Why not? Tie ball game.
Yeah, I mean, lots of time left on the clock, a lot of football, and Myers' offense has been punishing that Burlington defense. And this is the reason why Myers went for the 1 Myers went for the 1 instead of the 2, because if they had gone for 2 and missed, this would have been a 13-12 game for Burlington. I think it was a smart decision when Myers scored to go for that single point. And, lots of time left on the clock, and Myers is getting the ball back. If they can chew up some of the clock and score and leave a little bit of time on the clock left for Burlington, that could seal a deal.
Well, Myers has kind of had the control. What Burlington was able to do is hard count him, get him kind of asleep at the switch a little bit, and they were able to cash it in. Myers, I think they need to just go back to what they were doing. Maybe that counter, maybe that jet sweep counter with the pullers in there. They were having a lot of success. They seem to be leaning on Burlington a little bit later in this game. Kick is down. It is picked up at the 20-yard line by number 54. Breaks a tackle over the 30, over the 35, spins forward to about the 38, 39-yard line. First down, Myers.
If I'm Myers here, I'm going to try and keep the ball on the ground and eat up as much time on the clock as I can, driving the ball down the field and hopefully at least coming away with 3.
So, 13's all here. Bantam, U14, Provincial Championship, AAA, 5:30 left, ball's on the 39-yard line. Folks, here we go. Myers Riders breaks the huddle. 2 receivers to the boundary, 3 to the field, 1 running back. Inside handoff, flags fly everywhere. Number 20 drives forward for a gain of about 2. Like I said, flags everywhere. I think you have 13 men against Myers. This is going to go back 10 yards and repeat first down. You had 13 men on the field for Myers, so that's unfortunate. It's going back 10 yards. It's an illegal substitution penalty. That is a 10-yard variety in Canada. So now Myers has a first and 20 from the 29-yard line, Bruno.
Yeah, costly penalty here for the Riders. Costly penalty at a time where they had momentum, and looks like that momentum's flipped, so they got to come up with something here.
Breaks the huddle. 2 receivers to the field. Motion to trips to the field. Inside handoff. I believe that's number 14 with the jet sweep.
He's got the
Get
edge.
the edge. Down the sidelines, running down. Gets to about the 52-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Riders. First down.
That's that jet sweep that we've seen a few times by number 14 there, and he did a great job of looking for the first down marker, finding the first down marker, and ensuring that he got that first down before he...
So they're saying that he stepped out about a yard before. I thought he got beyond the 50-yard. I thought he got to midfield there as well.
Yeah, it looked like he did. I thought that he had stepped out of bounds after the yard marker.
But regardless, a big run on 1st and 20.
Yeah,
Gain of 19. 2nd and 1, Riders. Double tight end to the top of the field. Inside handoff to number 20, breaks it over to the left-hand edge, busts it outside, finishes the run hard. We've got flags on the plays. I think we're going to have a holding call. Holding call against Myers Riders. Guess what? We're moving it back 10 yards.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that call by the running back bouncing that outside. He had room to get inside, and I know running backs like to make big plays, but they needed half a yard, and if he had just put his shoulder down, he would have got the first down. And bouncing outside like that, caused a costly penalty again by their outside receivers trying to make those blocks to the edge.
Great crowd here at Alumni Field at Western. 4:30 left. Burlington and Myers all tied up at 13s here. 4th quarter. Myers in white, Burlington in red. White helmets. Toss play over to the field to the left side. Number 20 gets to the edge. Great tackle by number 32. Stopped in the backfield, thrown down for a loss of about 3 yards. 3rd down, Myers.
Linebacker there, too. Charlie LaGrosse, number 45 for Burlington, stepped up and made a great play to shut that run down.
Number 20 for Myers has had himself a whale of a game as well. He has really, really done a lot of the heavy lifting, especially in the second half.
We've got a 3rd and 13 here for Myers.
So ball is placed on the near hash, 36-yard line. 3rd down and about 14 here.
Clock running, 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. Myers driving the ball and goes for a pass.
Pass caught downfield and caught by number 11.
Yeah, that's Tanner Hudson Ward, number 11 for Myers. And that was a great reception. Found the hole in that coverage and sat there and waited for the ball. Great job by the Myers QB throwing the ball in there, and we're back to 4th and
about 1 here, Bruno.
I'd like to see a handoff here to that number 20, and I'd like to see him lower his shoulder.
They're bringing the big boys in, so they're going their heavy package or tank or rhino or whatever you want to call it here. There is a yard. Burlington has to give up that yard to get.
And Burlington's going to be bringing a lot of pressure here because this could be the ball game.
Double tight ends are up there. Inside handoff. He's met in the backfield and tripped up in the backfield by the Burlington Stampeders. Number 98, I believe, was the defensive player who got in there. Turn it over on downs. First down, Stampeders.
They gave the ball to number 20. He tried to get to the edge, but Burlington had numbers inside the box and he couldn't get outside.
You've got to give a yard. Why don't you just QB sneak it?
Yeah, that's a very good point. You've got a quarterback who's in there, who's a pretty big guy. You've got a decently sized offensive line, even lining up in the shotgun, motioning to under center and just running for a half yard to get a first down. You wonder why they didn't do that.
2:38 left to go in the ball game. 3-minute warning time. First down, Stampeders after the turnover on downs. Myers is going to be bringing a lot of pressure here.
Realistically, when it comes down to it here, Ron, we're on the 40 or the 54-yard line. If Burlington can get 12 yards. They're in field goal range.
I think you got to get to the 30-yard line to have a realistic shot here. So I think you need a couple first downs. 2:25 left after the gain of about 2 on that. So second down and 8 here for the Burlington Stampeders, which turning out to be a whale of a ball game here, Bruno, on U16 Provincial Championship AAA Bantam Finals.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, their kicker that they've got, number 1, Tiago Bronze, made 2 field goals already from outside 30. So
back to pass, complete in the flats. Trying to get the number there, complete to number 2, I believe it was, for Burlington. Gain of about 5 yards on that. That's going to bring up a third down. Long 3 here for Burlington.
Yeah, that's number 2 wide receiver Jackson Maggio with the catch for about 7. So it looks like we were, like you said, 3rd and 3, and it's a big play here for Burlington.
39-yard line, near hash. 2 receivers to the top of the field, 2 to the boundary, 2 running backs, 1:47 left, ball game. Pistol formation, inside handoff, cuts it off to number 22, I believe it is. He's got the first down, a little bit more to go. Ball is down to the 28-yard.
Looks like we're at about
Check that,
31.
32-yard line. That is going to be enough for Burlington Stampeder. First down. 1:38 left, stops the clock to the ball set. You're close. I think you need one more to get into field goal range.
Yeah, I mean, this kicker's got a leg, though. We've seen him kick one from 40. It had the distance, just missed a little bit wide.
2x2x2 set. Quarterback in the pistol formation. Inside handoff to number 24. Flips it up to number 32. He's got the edge. Down to the 20. Breaks a tackle. Inside the 15. Keeps his legs driving. Down to about the 16-yard line. First down, Stampeders.
Yeah, Ron, a little trickery from the Stampeders there. Caught the defense off guard. And number 32 there for Burlington, Isaiah Petrikov, made a great run.
Petrikov, the ball carrier, on just basically almost like a little option shovel pass there. You show the inside slice with the inside counter action and the flip it out there. Good play call, good play design. First and 10 to go. Ball's in the 16-yard line. Timeout. Myers, is that their second or is that their first?
I think that's their second of the half. They called a timeout earlier when they were down right before they scored that touchdown. So I believe that's their second of the half. So that would be the last one they've got. We're under a minute here, so I think it's a good call at this time.
58.5 seconds left. 13 Myers Riders. 13 Burlington Stampeders. Stampeders with the ball, driving. First down on the 16-yard line. What has been a whale of a ball game being played here today. At 4:30, approximately 4:30 tonight, we will be kicking off the Junior Varsity AAA Provincial Championship between the Essex Ravens and the London Junior Mustangs. Please join us for that one. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Johnny Urban likes you. Coach Bruno likes you. Adam Melrose, he likes you too. Thank you very much for joining us. Here we go. 16-yard line, 58.5 seconds left to go in the ball game. First down, Stampeders, 22 look, 2x2x2. Myers is creeping up their linebackers again. Motion towards the field, a little bit of a high snap. Handoff to number 24, met in the backfield right away. Throwing down for a loss of 3 yards. Ball's right in the middle of the field. Second down, Stampeders.
Ron, I think that was kind of a design play here. I think Burlington is hoping for, ideally they like to score, but if they can get a touchdown, running the ball to the field there and, getting down right at the center of the
You're
field.
4-down football. If you go under center and take a knee, you're going to kill off 40 seconds. You're going to kick a field goal with about 7 seconds left and leave them with almost no time left.
Yeah, and if you can get the ball over to the middle of the field so it's an easier kick for your kicker, then that's what you do.
Creeping up the linebackers, lowering his shoulder, gets beyond the 20-yard line. Say the ball is about almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 18-yard line. Third down, 35.3 seconds left to go.
Ron, are you going for a touchdown here? Or are you just running a
No,
play to the right side
I am
to get the ball in
absolutely
the center of
running
the
the
field
play.
to line it up?
Because even if I miss the field goal, I have enough confidence in my kicker's leg to get the rouge and take the 1-point victory like we were talking about earlier today.
Absolutely.
2x2x2 set. Linebackers blitzing again. This time you're going to get...
It looks like it was on the Stampeders.
Yeah, you're going to get number 72, I believe, moved early. Five-yard penalty is going to be enforced. We're just waiting for the discussion. Are they saying that the defensive players influenced them into jumping? Is that the discussion here?
I'm not sure. It looks like Burlington's already starting to walk back, so they knew. There
False start against the Stampeders. Move it back 5 yards. More importantly, the clock is stopped now.
Yeah, 16.
That is not what you want if you're
16
Burlington.
seconds left on the clock, and we're repeat third down. So if they're going to be running a play, they need to make sure they get the ball down before the clock runs out, or we're going to overtime.
No overtime. No, overtime bad. Overtime bad.
Yeah.
Double tight end look. One receiver to the top of the field. One double to the boundary. I formation. Throwing off to the left. Handoff to number 32. Getting over the left edge. Staying in bounds. Takes the ball down to about the 16, 17-yard line. 9.9 seconds left. Fourth down. On comes the field goal unit, Bruno.
Field goal unit coming on. Number 1, Tiago Braun for Burlington has made 2 of 2. So they're looking for a third here to take the lead with 9 seconds left on the clock.
A third of the game is played in the kicking special teams facet of the game in the Canadian game. Even in 4-down ball, it's a third of the game. This is huge. This would be, if he makes it, 3 on specials.
Yeah, I mean, coming from the right hash, it's an easier kick. He's got the wind at
Snap
his
is
back.
down, the kick is up, and it
is
is good. 5.7 seconds left. Adam Melrose. Kickers are people too.
9 of their 16 points today have come from the leg of Tiago Braun. He's done a great job under pressure today.
I'm going to just throw this out there. Why can't a kicker be the MVP of the game?
I don't disagree, Ron. You know, he's been under pressure today, and that's as much pressure as you're going to get as a kicker.
That was a huge kick because not only did he make that, he makes that from probably about 35, 40 yards out. That was a big kick. He had more than enough leg in there.
Yeah, that
great composure.
That would have been good from 45, Ron.
Do you squib it here, Bruno?
If me, as a special teams coordinator, I'm kicking a squib here.
No, they took the ball at the 35. They're not even taking the chance.
Yeah.
Myers Riders, 5.7 seconds left to go in the ball game. 1st and 10, ball's in the middle of the field, 35-yard line. What do you got? You got a hook and ladder. You got something up in there. What do you got, Bruno?
Yeah, I mean, you got to definitely be ready to pitch the ball back if you're getting tackled. You know that Burlington's going to be playing a 3-deep, 4-deep zone even here, prevent defense with 5 seconds left on the clock.
Gutsy effort by both of these teams. Hard-hitting defenses. Quarterback is in the pistol formation. 6 receivers out. Throws it downfield. It is intercepted by Burlington. Down to the 45-yard line. Kids, that is your ball game. The Burlington Stampeders win the provincial AAA Cup at U14. Great effort by both teams. Fantastic comeback by the Myers Riders. Great effort by the Burlington Stampeders as well.
Yeah, you know what? Just both teams played outstanding defense today. Special teams was a factor in this game today, and number 1, Tiago Braun for Burlington had a great leg and was able to come through under pressure to come up with the 3 points when they needed it at the end of the game.
3 field goals in this game for Burlington. 3 points was the difference. We've had 7 football games here this weekend. 9 football. With this, we just finished 10. Sorry, guys. It's been a long weekend. I've been here for all 10. 10 football games here this weekend. We've had 8 of them within 1 score of each other.
Yeah, there was some great football. And folks, if you stick around and you like football, you need to stick around and watch these next 2 football games, the junior varsity and the varsity provincial championship games, both between London Junior Mustangs and the Essex Ravens. They are, promising sure to be great football games.
Bruno, thank you very much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. I am off to do a little bit of coaching action now. I am handing the microphone over to the electric Johnny Urban, who will be taking us through the call for the junior varsity and varsity finals. Final score here, Bantam Championship, 16-13, Burlington over Myers. For Bruno DeSando, coach, producer, Adam Melrose, I am Ron Forwerda. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a wonderful day.